All right, let's get right into it. We're about to break down this absolutely chilling story that came out of a Thai radio show. It's all about a family that was completely ripped apart. And not just by, a typical affair, but by these unseen forces that are just impossible to fight. And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This isn't your typical ghost story. We're not talking about things jumping out of closets. No, this goes way deeper. It's about how truly destructive human emotions can be. We're talking passion, jealousy, and a thirst for revenge.
Okay, so let's paint the picture here. The story is told by a woman named Kun Luknoo. And for 20 years, she thought her life was pretty much perfect. She had a great husband, a great family, but then this tiny crack shows up. And that one little crack, it was the start of everything falling apart.
I mean, think about it. 20 years together. They started with nothing and built this amazing life. They have 3 sons, and the husband, he's like the perfect guy. Everybody in the community looks up to him. He's friendly, sociable, just the rock of the family. From the outside looking in, they were the absolute picture of a happy, stable family.
And then, it's like a switch flipped. Just like that. The change was so sudden and so complete. This guy, who was home like clockwork at 8 p.m., suddenly he's stumbling in at 3 in the morning. The happy, friendly guy? Gone. Replaced by someone distant, angry. And the weirdest part, he starts talking in his sleep. Every single night.
Yeah, those whispers in the dark, that's where this story really starts to get creepy. We're leaving the territory of, a simple midlife crisis and heading into something way, way darker.
Imagine that. Every single night, his wife, Kun Luknoo, has to listen to him cry out these things in his sleep. Things like, "It's so torturous. I miss you, Nu." The chilling part? His wife's name isn't Nu. He's calling out for a complete stranger, over and over, like he's in agony. And just to make things even more confusing for her, one night he comes home totally drenched from the rain and just breaks down. He collapses into her arms, crying, calling her mom and saying, "Dad loves you," which were their little nicknames for each other. For a second, it seems like the old him is back, right? Like he's full of regret. But it was just a flash, a tiny moment of light before everything went dark again.
Okay, so before we go any further, there's a quick bit of context you need to have. In Southeast Asia, particularly in Thailand, the belief in what's called kun sai, or black magic, is a very real thing. The basic idea is that someone can use sorcery to mess with you, to control you, or even hurt you, a lot of times by using a personal item of yours or getting you to eat or drink something.
So as her husband gets more and more bizarre, completely unexplainable, Kun Luknoo is getting desperate. A friend points her towards a different kind of help. Not a doctor, not a therapist, but something, well, supernatural.
She finally confronts him, and he admits it. Yep, there's another woman, but here's the twist. He swears he doesn't want to be with her. He says he feels trapped, like he physically can't leave her, even though he wants to come home. He's so desperate that he actually agrees to go see a monk for help.
So they go to the monk and he gives them these very specific, almost ritualistic instructions. First, the husband has to do this special bath outdoors at sunrise. Second, Kun Luknoo needs to go through her entire house top to bottom and look for anything that doesn't belong to her family. And if she finds it, she has to wrap it up and throw it in a river while holding her breath. Wild, right?
And you're not going to believe this. She's cleaning, sweeping under their bed, the bed they share, and she finds it. It's a single strand of hair, but it's this weird golden color, and it's super long, like 2 feet long. She knows instantly it's not hers, not her husband's, not her kids. The monk was right. So she does exactly what he said, wraps it up, takes it to the river, and gets rid of it.
And for a little while, it actually worked. It was like a miracle. Her husband was back. He was his old, cheerful self. But that hope, it didn't last. The relief was just temporary. Because whatever this thing was, it came back. And this time, it came back with a vengeance. There was no escaping it.
What followed was 9 months of pure agony. That one good month, that was it. After that, he relapsed, and it was worse than before. He wasn't just mumbling her name in his sleep anymore. Now he was calling out for her when he was wide awake. He stopped eating, he stopped working, he got paranoid and hostile. It got so bad that even the family pets who used to love him wouldn't go near him. And then, after 9 months of this hell, he died at home.
And the physical toll on him was just shocking. He lost 24 kilograms. To put that in perspective, that's over 50 pounds. He just wasted away. His family had to watch him literally disappear in front of their eyes.
But maybe the single most chilling detail comes from their little niece. She absolutely adored her uncle. But one day, she just refused to play with him. When her mom asked her what was wrong, the little girl said, "I can't. The black, smelly lady is lying on top of him." Kids, right? They see things adults can't. And what she saw is just terrifying.
So after the funeral, Luknoo is just wrecked with grief, but also confusion. She needs answers. She manages to get the other woman's phone number and she reaches out. She's probably hoping for some kind of closure, some explanation, but what she gets is the exact opposite.
So Luknoo sends a simple, respectful text, something like, "Hello, I'm his wife, he's passed away." The reply she gets back? Lol, just lol. And then a long string of fives, which in Thai texting is like typing ha 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 plus a laughing emoji. It's just so unbelievably cruel. Zero remorse, just pure mockery.
Then, a few hours go by and a furious voice message comes through from this woman, Kay. And this is where we get the motive. It all comes pouring out. He'd promised her everything. He was going to divorce his wife, sell the house, and they were going to start a new life together with the money. He even told her to quit her job and just wait for him. But he never followed through.
And then comes the final text, the confession. Kay writes, "I'll tell you something. Your husband ate something my mother gave me to give him. Serves him right." And there it is, a direct admission. She basically admits that she, with her mother's help, cursed him through his food, all for revenge.
But the story doesn't actually end there. Years go by. Luknoo, she struggles, of course, but she pulls it together for her boys and rebuilds a life. But what about Kay, the woman who did all this? Well, you could say karma had the final word. The paths these two women took could not be more different. Luknoo becomes this incredibly strong single mom, moves to a new house, and starts over. Kai, she reportedly had a complete mental breakdown. She was found just wandering the streets, naked, and ended up in a psychiatric hospital. And in this final, almost unbelievable twist of fate, Luknoo sometimes goes to that very same hospital to drop off snacks for her. An act of pity, or maybe just grace?
So, this all brings us right back to where we started. After hearing all of this, the betrayal, the black magic, the broken hearts, the revenge, what's really the scariest thing out there?
The answer this story gives us is that it's not some ghosts or some supernatural curse. It's something we all have inside of us, the human heart. It's capable of so much love, but also a darkness so deep it can absolutely shatter lives.